Hey, what is going on, guys? It is WillHellmm here, and today I have a little bit of a City Skylines video. It's been a while since I've posted anything to my channel, and I've been watching a lot of Flux Trends recently again, and I'm like, hey, I want to play City Skylines again, and so here I am. I'm playing it. It's fun. And yeah, anyways, so I'm playing on the Rhinestone map. If you don't know what it is, it's a really good map that Flux Trends made. Um, and there are going to be a few different kind of like clear parts in this video, I guess. Right now, as you can see, I am working on this little island, and my goal here is to just make this kind of be like where I keep all the, or how I use, or where I put all the power buildings, so like most of the trash buildings, anything that would need kind of like its own space, I would think, would go here, kind of away from the main part of the city, but I still want to make it look nice. Right now I'm trying to figure out how to work out this little bit of a path here, and I kept on like screwing up there. Anyways, there have been a lot of really good mods that have made this game a lot better, just in general. Like one of them will be, I don't know the names of any of these. I just installed them randomly, and they're amazing. And I'm using them a lot. But one of the things I have noticed recently is that my mod for actually destroy, or the automatic bulldozer mod, it's not working. I don't know why that is. People are saying it works on the whatever it's called. I installed the other one hoping it would work. Didn't work either. I don't know if it's a different mod I have that's not allowing it to work. That's probably the case, but if so, just let me know. I'm assuming it'd be either the Rico or maybe Move It that's causing it, but I don't know. Yeah, so right now, as you can see, I am just beautifying the, well, roundabout, not roundabout, but the interchange area. And I need to get more trees because I'm kind of like, there's a scarce amount. Some of them look good, some of them don't. But it's kind of barren with the tree population here. I need to fix it up by getting some more. Yeah, and right now I'm just going to expand it. I don't know why, I've never had this problem before where it starts to lift up more on the edge. It seems new to me. I don't know what's going on, and it's really weird. As you can see, I'm just building out the land more. And fun fact, I was actually playing on this map like a few days ago, and I had a different save. And I'm like, hey, I can make one and record it. Because I was doing a bunch of like testing, like with Move It, and also seeing if I could make a very pedestrian-friendly city. It's not like kind of like car-oriented. But then I found out that trying to make a city with primarily pedestrian promenades does not work well at all. Uh, it really, I was struggling with that, and it did not work because everyone started dying and getting sick, and I'm like, oh well. And then they all died. So I stopped that. I had to like redo that over and over again. But there's this one area which I tried to kind of like replicate that I really liked. It's like the parking garage and services area where I'll put like schools, offices, and that. Which you will see in a little bit because right now this shouldn't take too long. I thought like, hey, this is gonna be long here. This could be its own episode. Just this little island. And I'm like, nah, I'm only like 40 minutes or 30 minutes in. That's not going to be enough for, because I wasn't talking, so it's not like I could have done a like real-time video. That would have been kind of boring. So no matter what, I would have had to put a voiceover. And I feel like a time-lapse for that is better. Or, yeah. There we go, getting all the power, getting a bunch of these little stations. And I'm like, well, I'm kind of sort of cheating with the room by adding different things, but I'm gonna say it's for aesthetics reasons and not because I'm short on space. I did find these rocks. I don't know where I got them. I don't even remember getting them. But I'm like, hey, these look pretty cool. I started putting them everywhere, like everywhere. Bunch of different little things, and I think they look really cool. I might have gone a little overboard, but at the same time, I think it looks okay there. Kind of just because it was already an outcropping, and it looks better than just the default textures, my opinion. If you guys disagree, let me know, because then I will probably change it. Yeah, I'm just kind of testing with everything else, and that's where I realized that those little things actually come with a whatever it's called on top, trees on top. I'm like, hey, that looks pretty good. Alright, so here's the part that I'm actually kind of excited for. I'm building out the kind of beginnings of the expressway, or highway, whatever. I always forget to turn on and off whatever it's, prop anarchy, that's what it's called. Anyways, I'm building that, and I'm doing it kind of sunken into the ground. I've seen it before in other cities, such as like Chicago, where like right across by the downtown area, it will be sunken, so it's like not up above or distracting. I kind of like that, so I want to replicate that. I can't remember how to do bridges for some reason, but I figured it out. I'm smart. Yeah, I'm using a bunch of different roads I installed, and I think they look pretty good and work really well. I found this Cobblestone Road, which I'm loving. It's just like this very nice texture. It looks something, even if I couldn't achieve what I wanted to with the whole like pedestrian, I don't know, pedestrian walkway or city, I think the cobblestone roads at least contribute to what I was going for. And here I'm trying to look for some Rico buildings that I have installed, and then I quickly realized that, wait a second, these are not good Rico buildings. They're all either big or too small or Asian, and I didn't want to have like my whole city like that. And I really wanted to have something smaller because it's not like the dense area. Yes, there's a big parking garage, but this is serving for like most of the town, because a good amount of it does have promenades, but I'm mainly sticking to the cobble roads because at least it looks nice and whatever. I couldn't do much about it. And once again, I'm just still like searching for different parking lots because I did have like a parking lot idea, but for some reason that one's a unique building. I gotta get the mod again, which lets you place all the unique buildings that you want, because that one is it's annoying me because I want to use it in multiple locations, not just one, because it's a very small sort of one. Here, this one's kind of odd. It comes with like pathways on top, but I kind of like it. So I just went ahead and did that, moved them around. Since my original one that I was working on the other day did kind of have that same style of the walkway being that way. I kind of did flip some things around to give it something a little different from my last one. I still think it looks really nice. I'm kind of happy with how it turns out. Right now I'm just kind of filling out where I want most of the locations to be, and I want it seemed kind of like dead in that area, but I'm just gonna fill it out with shrubbery and other things to make it look better. And there's when I placed down the wrong thing and then it screwed everything up. I do kind of like having it being one building, even if it seems cheatsy. I think it's kind of cool to have like the entire like surfaces all near each other. And I think it's looking really good. Yeah, I'm really playing around with the whole idea of using shrubbery and all of this to fill out empty areas, because it does look very interesting, and I do really appreciate the look. Here you're gonna see more of the promenades, and they look pretty nice, and I'm continuing to use them just because they are nice. And then I needed to put down whatchamacallit, I can't think of anything. The pathway, yeah. And fill that area out. And now I'm like, oh wait, yeah, there's a bunch of dead area that I still need to fill out. And that was in the middle of the road, so I just kind of moved it to the side, and I tweaked everything that looked off a little bit. Now, going around here, I'm just putting down rocks, shrubbery once again, because it looks nice, it's a great way to fill in areas, and it makes it look like I put a bunch of detail, even though I'm mainly kind of like randomly placing, but with a little bit of intention, because I know that there are going to be buildings like right against that, so I'm not really worrying about the other side. And then this is where I remember that I need to start doing the residential, because it is empty and everything is like, oh no, we need people to work, and none of the buildings I want to grow were growing because I had no people. So I filled out a ton of commercial over here. Don't know why, I just kind of did. And then I did a bunch of residential, but not enough, apparently. Apparently I need a lot more. So I did do that and get a lot more. And then I remembered that I needed power over there once again. I'm trying like a bunch of like different ways to do it. There I made it look kind of sloppy because obviously that's not permanent and I do change it. And for a second I'm like, huh, that's weird. I have all these buildings but no population. And I remembered, wait, I do kind of need to have an entrance into the city. So I built that in the beginning and totally forgot to do the rest. And then I realized that that looked like trash, so I go ahead and delete it in a second. Yeah, but that side looked fine, and then I accidentally deleted it. And then I fixed it, and it looks fine again. And I just did that. It works okay, I think. I actually haven't checked it after I built that. Now that I've got everything going, I was a little worried because for like a solid like 20 seconds, no one was showing up. I'm like, is it now permanently broke? But it wasn't, so that's good. For some reason, there's this ground cover that I found. I don't remember if it's base game or not, but it's really good. It works well to cover all of this area where whenever you place down a tree, there's no grass under it, so it makes it look kind of ugly once you get a lot of bushes and all of that under there. So I try to cover up the ground a lot. And I put down a high school and a elementary school just to get things started, hoping that that will someday work out with keeping all of these people happy and not leaving my city, because I kind of need them. Usually what I do is I put I'm jumping all over the place here, but usually what I do is I put the commercial all in like one section, but I wanted to do something different once again. So I kept on changing up like where I put the commercial. Like, yes, I would have that kind of like main section, but I was thinking about how like in like major intersections there are some stores, and I'm like, maybe I should replicate that slightly. So I did do that, and I realized here that I didn't have the mod that I wanted to put down crosswalks wherever I wanted to. I might actually, it might be under roads though, but I don't know. I gotta check, because I was looking, I'm like, dang it. Because wherever the paths were, I wanted to have them be able to go across. But since I didn't have that, it was kind of useless. Which was not good, because that went against like what I was planning on doing. Once again, just filling out everything. Trying to make it look a lot nicer. Over here, this is something that I did in the last one. And, before I talk about that, every time I try to use the Bulldozer Mod, did I already say this? I might have. I don't know. I don't care. But anyways, I was trying to use the automatic Bulldozer Mod, and every time I tried, it would not work. It would just come up with an error, so I even installed a different one. I think I said this in the beginning, but fuck if I know. Yeah, I kind of like it. Like, these, like, two pillars of these incineration plants, they're clean. looked nice. And I'm like, hey, they look evil. Let me make it look like an evil layer for some reason. Make it look like they're either evil or green. So I just did that, and I think it looks okay. So I'm not changing it. I kind of like it. Yeah, and this is kind of what I was talking about, where my whole main section for all the people, not the people, surfaces, that's where they all go. And I'm also going to put the offices over there, because I think it looked pretty nice on my last one. So I'm trying to do things a little bit different from the last city, and I do that, but I try to keep things kind of close to it, because it did end up looking really nice. Now we're kind of nearing the end. I'm just going through, like, checking out the city and how it looks, getting a bunch of different screenshots and figuring out how I'm going to make a thumbnail for this. Overall, I think it does look really nice. I do need to fix some things. I wonder if there's a mod that actually makes it so buildings don't get abandoned, because I would really like that, because it's annoying. I'll have to search for that. Anyways, here I am just looking for more. I need to find the first person camera mod, because it actually worked really well, looks really nice, but I did not have that for that, so it was just kind of a free cam. Anyways, that's gonna be it, so I'll see you in the next one.